Yo, welcome back to more Monogatari second season, episode 4, Tsubasa Tiger part 4, and man, I'm really feeling this arc, man. I'm loving where it's going with Hanakawa and Senjo and everything that's happening, but honestly, at the top of my mind is, of course, what happened at the end of last episode. Cram School burned down completely. Right after we learned Aranagi asked Kamaru to meet him there, because I guess he thought of some clever way to deal with his situation, needing her. It's unclear why that happened, if they're okay. Everything is kind of just in free fall right now, on top of what the problems Hanakawa is dealing with, internally reflecting on a lot, and Senjo making those things known to her. So yeah, it's not gonna be just that. Clearly we've already intersected with what's kind of going on with Aranagi, and yet we're still in the dark, and I don't even know if we're really gonna learn what's happened here. I hope they can find them. I hope they're okay, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're kind of left like, what happened? Where are they, right? But I don't know. I hope that's not the case, because that would be the worst. But there were other things I talked about at the end of last episode, like the whole Hanakawa's the only one that can see the tiger apparition thing, that being implied. Just given its encounter and being like, well, I've encountered her, so now, it's like it's already set to happen. Like, it makes me wonder what the criteria is for encountering that tiger, because we know there are, with certain apparitions and oddities, there are certain criteria for encountering them, like even with Mayoi, like not wanting to return home. That was true for Araragi and Hanakawa, to be able to see her, so maybe it's something similar, giving her like negative feelings of what she's dealing with or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're at, so yeah, I'm just ready to keep going and find out what the fuck happened, so let's go. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. I was about to say, what, 52? Yo. Oh my god, we just jumped to the morning. What the fuck happened? Oh my god, don't do this to me. Yeah. Hmm. Wow, that's a very precise observation. Ah, so she tried to clean it up so she wouldn't notice me, even she. Fur. Sharp Hanakawa. Sharp. Yeah. Yo, we didn't find out what the fuck happened. Dude, the whole cram school exploded with Araragi and Kanmaru inside. Maybe they weren't inside. But what the fuck? What happened? And so many chapters skipped. Like that many chapters skipped in one night. Could they be implying that it's not even the morning after that night? It has to be, but that's crazy. Anyway, let's enjoy this false opening. The only thing this is missing that Neko Monogatari Black had was subtitles for the song. I can look it up. Chocolate Insomnia. I need to remember. Although maybe I won't, because I don't want to get suggested video spoilers or shit like that. Gosh. Hmm. I don't have warning headaches. Right, the headaches. Hmm. She was trying, but dude, what happened at that night? What was the aftermath of that? Well, that's nice. Huh. Yeah, he does. And she's like, this is great. Waking me up, eating breakfast together. Ain't used to this. Oh, Mama Araragi. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he did. The hair. Hmm. Just the. Wow. As a mother. Hmm. Right. She thinks it's okay, so no one can help. Shout out to Mama Araragi. Jesus. I mean that part was that part was crazy. Oh. Uh wait, what? Huh? Wait, is that episode? Dude, that's fucking episode. Oh my god. Why are you back? Vampire Hunter? Actually, you're a lot older than I am. Wait, what? You're 6 right now. The fuck? Bizarre. Huh. Yeah, what's up? Okay. Right, nearly killing me. It was like owing. Jeez. A red eye. Who called him in? On such short notice. Strangely unpretentious. Hmm. Just freelance. Okay. Doesn't even know. Weird. Ooh. Interesting. Really normal since before, huh? Huh. Couldn't tell if you were the same person. The dreadful feeling's gone. Wow. Cut off of you. Holy shit. Where this thought leads is probably very bad. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh my god. It's her. Wait. It's not who I think it is? What the fuck? Wait, who is this? Thought it was Kagenui for a second. Izuko GAEN, his senpai. You look hip-hop as hell. What is going on? Huh. Yotsugi. Or Daishu. Vagabonds. Huh. Some juice. Oh, wow. She can tell. There's nothing I don't know. That's like the opposite of her. That's the complete opposite. Yo, I know everything. Today or tomorrow. Yo, who is this girl? Kako. Well, that's not good. Unparalleled strength. You can only help yourself. Of the boy you're in love with. She actually knows everything. What the fuck? Yo. You don't even know that you don't know anything. Wow. Damn. Oh my god. Gosh. Probably. I don't know. It's kind of liberating. You should try it. That's insane. Huh. I don't. What the fuck? Gaien. Yeah. Can we get into that, please? I didn't expect all this. Right, she didn't know. Only Black Hanakawa saw that. Yo. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? What the shit? Oh. It was independent of them? The me that isn't me knows. Right. Huh. Okay, so she's accepted that. Takako. Ah, doing research? Damn. So what is it? Wait, new releases. It just suddenly dropped in. New type. Oh, a new apparition. That's interesting. It's like totally unique. Hmm. Ah, Senjo. Yeah, she did. Related to Kanbaru. Wait, that's right. That's why I remember that name. GAEN. It's way too clever to be a coincidence. What? I know everything. Yo, the past. Okay, traumatic meaning. Tora Uma, tiger horse. Mm-hmm. There's no way you don't know. Right. Burned down right after the house was. Hmm. The places where you spent the night. Oh my god, the Araragi house. Yeah. And her apartment. Oh my god. Yo. So we gotta solve this tonight. Yo. Oh my god. We're alright, we're doing this. Let's fucking go, dude. We'll talk about GAEN at the end. Uh gosh. Yeah, I don't know what he's going through now. What the fuck? Oh, well, you ain't saying no. Let me take off my shoes. Oh my god. Gosh. The Fire Sisters. Or that too. The fiery passion of justice. Uh, oh, the kanji for fires in their names. Heart and love. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. I remember that. It ruins his image. Right. Not exactly. Yeah, it wasn't Senjo. Hmm. Alright, she's forgotten. For her, justice is anger. That's the mutual understanding connection there. Her anger and her heart in love. Oh right, they're boyfriends. That was an abnormal bit of honesty. Honk honk. Right, they weren't in his depiction of story. Just like Big Brother, yikes. God, it's such a weird house, man. Ah, they want his approval, but he won't meet them. Being jealous, huh? Hmm. Is it? I suppose. Maybe it's a translation thing. Averting eyes from the truth. God, another parallel. Hmm. So I'm being jealous. Dude, the self realization. It's being tough, man. But cutting away my memory and my heart. Yeah, essentially. Don't say that. Don't you say that. Marking. Yo. Cause she intends to deal with it, right? And she doesn't know what's gonna happen. Oh my god. Don't say that. She's gonna go now. Oh boy. Time to go Black Hanakawa mode. Gotta get undressed. Oh no. Just changing. Huh. Visual confirmation. Nice pick. Attach send. Oh, did she send it to him? Yeah. Black Hanakawa can read directly into Hanakawa's feelings. Oh. Huh. Yeah, it took all the honest, dark feelings. Yo. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yo, this ending. Huh. I think I was told there's a post-credit scene this at the end of this, so we'll see. What an episode, dude. I don't... This was a tough one. I had to keep up with a lot. I was told this series would test my metal as a reactor. It's already going there. It's way too much happening, and I don't pause, so it's a little tough. All right, there was a lot to this episode, man. There was a fucking lot. I don't know why. I thought there was a post-credit scene. I think I was thinking of March Comes In Like a Lion. It's another Shaft show. Amazing, by the way. But okay, so for this one, holy shit, dude. So Hanakawa once again, hearing about a lot of things from a lot of different people, like the Araragi's mom, our fire sisters, GAEN, episode himself. Like she got so much food for thought from so many people. But what GAEN told her, like, kind of gave her like the plan of, not the plan of action, but just being like, you know what? Yeah, I'm taking care of this. It's this, like, this ends now. Like it's enough, right? Because GAEN is like, what the fuck? I don't even know where to start with this episode. I think GAEN I find the most interesting because it's like, I remembered when Kaiki in Nisa was like, oh yeah, the GAEN child is there, but whatever he was feeling, he was like, oh, it's not strong enough, so I'll leave it alone. It's not worth it. So it makes me wonder, like, if Araragi called Kamaru to deal with her somehow, like, because there's a clear, like, direct familial link in some way. I don't remember what they said exactly about Kamaru's mom. She passed, right? Because, yeah, she was staying with her grandparents, but I don't remember if she left or she passed. I'm sorry, it's been so long since I watched Baka, and I know I think she mentioned it in Nisa as well, like back in episode 3 when she was talking about that in Nisa. But yeah, damn, I'm mad I can't remember that specifically, because if that's mom, that's crazy. But it doesn't seem to be. But first of all, GAEN is insane because I love her thing, and she might have said it just directly to fuck with Hanakawa because of her, like, I only know what I know, and her confession before of like, I know nothing, saying I know everything. But she is actually the master of all the experts, like the experts that we've known in the show, like the three: Meme Oshino, Kaiki, Kagenui, Meme Oshino's senpai, they said. But I assume of all of them as well. Clearly she's the top one. Like she knew them all. So but she's very aware of how, like, of the cram school, of what Hanakawa was going through with the tiger, of being in love with Araragi. She even knew him by name specifically. And her calling an episode like a vampire hunter, a freelance vampire hunter, I can assume to deal with Shinobu. Like, why else, right? Like, why bring a vampire hunter to this town if there's not an entirely... If it's not Shinobu, it has to be some other entirely different vampire character, or maybe even for Araragi himself. I'm not sure why. She pretty much told Hanakawa, like, listen, I know everything. And I'm showing you that I know everything. I know everything about you. And I'm telling you right now, no one's going to be able to help you. This is something you have to do. Not even he can help you. Like, that's it, you know? You'll just have to figure out some way to deal with it. Sorry, can't help you. But, because, yeah, there's, like, this air of, like, condescension. It's probably well deserved. But this air of, like, condescension, of, knowingness, of strength, of, but not like malice. Just this, like, neutral, like, fucking storm that if you get in the way, she'll fucking... I don't know, man. That's, like, my impression. I have no idea. I want to know so much more about her. about Miss GAEN over here and what she's doing over here with episode. But that's the thing about this series that is, I think, is going to be so cool. Because if the rest of the arcs are like this, like where we get the different perspective of all these characters and it's through their narrative lens, and through what they're going through, we also get all the pieces in the background of what's going on, like with Araragi and with GAEN and how all these things intersect by the end, probably. But so yeah, maybe that's not something to figure out or like worry about now, but that is so cool, dude. But yeah, so in hearing that, you know, Hanakawa, she got so much food for thought. Like Araragi mom pretty much saying like, you avert your eyes, like you're not running away, and if it's like, and also saying like, if if this is normal for you, if what you're going through is normal, then no one is gonna know to help you, right? And that's the thing that's really come up, like with Senjo pointing out all these things with Hanakawa and her being like, what do you mean? I thought this was normal, you know? Because of course to her it's been normalized, but she's realizing that it's not, you know, this shit is fucked up, and the extent of like her jealousy and like her own feelings there, like I'm sure when it comes to Araragi and Senjo and like jealousy of Senjo, like probably suppressing that a lot, or like having the casual conversation with episode, like someone who's, you know, tried to kill her before. But I mean, episode made interesting observations too, like there's no feeling of dread this time. It's like you're a completely different person, like that aspect of you was completely cut off from you. Like she's much more normal now. I mean, given like all the things she's been realizing and thinking about lately, that is a big thing. But I mean, she alluded to it later as far as like cutting off her heart and like things like that, or like maybe trying to like build that distance there, because I know she was trying to build that distance there, probably to make things easier, like distance from Araragi and all things like that. But I mean, all that pretty much just culminated in her just decisively being like, fuck it, I'm dealing with this now. Senjo being like, yo, the correlation of like what's going on, like how your house burned down and how cram school burned down, like places you've slept specifically. So it's like, yo, if probably by tonight Araragi's house and my apartment are gonna burn down as well. That is, oh man. So like with all that, she's just doing it, did the marking on the bed, which was funny, but also very sweet and sad how she's like, I'm not gonna see Araragi again. I'm sure he'll notice if I do this though, and if that makes him think of me a little, then that'll be enough. I'm like, no, don't say that. You will see him again. Damn it, I swear. Dude, I swear. Oh my god, I'm not ready for major characters to be killed off. I hope that doesn't happen, dude. Not ready. Just not ready for it. That thought has never crossed my mind. Ever. Ever seeing Araragi being brutalized for so many series and be okay, and even other characters as well. I'm like, who the fuck has died that we've like seen, that we've actually gotten to know? Like, who has died? I can't think of any. That's wild. Because even like Guillotine Cutter episode, Dramaturgy, like they lived. I swear if all this is winding up to kill off some characters, I'm fucking done, dude. And they, oh my god. And even in like Bake and Nise, I think Araragi and Senjo were having the whole foreshadowing thing, like, you know, if you die, Araragi, or I remember back in Baka, they're saying like, oh, if you die, I'm gonna kill the person that kills you. And them like referring to it as foreshadowing. I'm like, you better fucking not. Like, stop it. Stop that shit right now. Better not. But because honestly, like with all of Araragi's things going on in the background here, which might be for the entire series, that's wild, by the way. Because like when we first started, I was like, oh cool, we're from Hanakawa's perspective. That's probably gonna last a few episodes of her arc or whatever. Like I'm sure we'll get back to Araragi at some point. But I'm getting the impression now that we're not gonna switch back to Araragi. That we're just gonna hear about all these bits and pieces in the background until they eventually come together in all these series or arcs. But that's wild. But it's so exciting too. Oh my god. So yeah, but anyway, Hanakawa, she does that. She dresses into her new outfit, takes a cute pic, and I assume sends it to Araragi, which I'm sure we'll see again at some point. Hopefully it doesn't hurt then, and she can actually pull this off, for Black Hanakawa can. And I really like her sentiment at the end there, of being like, you know, Black Hanakawa, you've carried the darker side of my thoughts, and carried of just the darker parts of myself in period, and carried that on your back. So now I want to express my gratitude to you, and also a wish. So I guess whenever Black Hanakawa emerges and sees that, because Hanakawa probably accurately surmised, of course, that like she doesn't know really what Black Hanakawa does when she emerges, or how like that whole deal, but the reverse isn't true. Like Black Hanakawa knows everything about Hanakawa. Like they're not different, but it's like just a switching of consciousness between the two of them. And it honestly, that Hanakawa and her Black Hanakawa form, like it being repeatedly described as like, even by Shinobu last episode, like there's like no difference between you two. It really goes to show how Hanakawa, like even though they're the exact same, like it's not like the Sawari Neko and Hanakawa. It's Hanakawa, Black Hanakawa. It's literally just her. It goes to show like the way she averts her eyes, and they did that parallel with Araragi too. But how she averts her eyes and the things like she tries not to notice. Like she's not dumb. She's very sharp. She's extremely sharp. It even showed in the very beginning how she was able to tell instantly that Black Hanakawa emerged. Like, oh, the clock is off by like 3 centimeters. But there's no dirt on my feet. Let's check. My nails. I can. But no, it was the tissues. And then she saw that her nails were dirty. I was like, she's always so like sharp and quick. So it's not that it's lacking there. It's just her own emotions and just her own trauma and like what she considers normal, and it's not normal at all, and like the way she averts her eyes. So yeah, Mama Araragi was very correct in that sense. So yeah, so all that just combining and ending up to that point at the end there, which is basically that they're the same, but Black Hanakawa, there's no filter on her. Like she just, everything is just out there. Like even just burying like a naked, like half naked in lingerie and just all these things. Like the only difference is the nyahaha. Yeah, it's really good, man. I can't wait to see the conclusion to this. If Hanakawa can make it out of this, if it results in any happy quote unquote end or resolution to her problem, at least with the tiger at the very least, because all her realizations with talking to Senjo and talking to Mama Araragi and the Fire Sisters, like as far as like her own envy towards Senjo and like all these emotions that she's like really having to acknowledge, even though they've always been there, but not averting her eyes, just looking at them directly. All these things are super valuable, and could result in her actually being able to move on and like accept these things and truly. But it's like, if it doesn't go well, then it's like, fuck. It's like all that is like just a tragedy, right? But I won't assume anything yet. I like that the suspense is in the air. I like that I can't tell where it's gonna go or what could happen. I feel the stakes are raised here, and it's exciting. It's terrifying. It's cool. God, I can't wait to learn more about Miss GAEN. But that's so wild. There's so many connections between these characters. I'm so glad I watched Kizu Monogatari. I know it's technically supposed to be. I know sometimes in Monogatari watch orders it's like put later, I think. But I'm glad I saw that so I can like understand these things. But I'm sure there's valid reasons to put it later as well. Anyway, I think that's all I gotta say about this one though. I'm hyped for next time for sure. So as always, feel free to share any thoughts you had about this episode. Always down to hear those, especially with Monogatari. It's very interesting to hear all those details and your observations from your rewatch, or if you're watching for the first time, whatever that may be. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, actually. Promise. So if you want early access to this series, if you want more reactions to this series, I'm a few episodes ahead on Patreon. So in the description, there's a link to my Patreon. Patreon.com/YOROKOBE. For $5 you get early access to this show and everything else that I do gaming wise as well. So Persona, Yakuza 0, like you'll be able to see pretty much all my parts of that series. You get to partake in polls, all that kind of thing. If you want to support the channel, I very much appreciate it. But more than anything, once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.